Welcome to Spoken Tea, where we talk about life, faith, friendship, and growth.
All about keeping it 100 and having a good laugh. I'm Nnita.
And I'm Krys.
So grab your cup and come get this Spoken Tea.
Hey guys, welcome to the next episode of Spoken Tea. I'm Krys.
I'm Nnita.
And let's just go ahead and address the elephant in the room. It's been a long time since we talked to y'all.
It's been a long time.
Like,
and I know that we specifically, the last time, said that we won't wait a long time again.
We lied. So sorry about that.
But apparently we lied.
We lied to you. So sorry.
Good
reason.
Yeah.
We weren't just being rude and just not talking to you. We have plenty to say.
We have
but it was a good reason.
It's been a long time. We recognize that the last episode was in November, I think is when it actually uploaded. And, you know, there's reasons why. I lost my train of thought for a second. But why it's been so long. You see, I had surgery. I had hip surgery.
The girl was broke down.
I'm still trying to get myself together. I'm now barely on the cane, so we're doing well. But I did have hip surgery, which stopped us from being able to, you know, record, being that I was on, you know, heavy narcotics.
Drugged up.
For quite some time.
Sleeping every 5 minutes.
Yes.
Couldn't
and I actually had my surgery before that last episode actually uploaded and released. So that's why it's been so long. We weren't able to record anything else in the meantime. And the last topic was so heavy that we weren't really focused and prepared for what to do next. Like to just be able to plan enough to record it before my surgery. That topic was so heavy that we had to do our own decompressing and processing after talking about those hard subjects for us to talk about. So, hell yeah.
So now we're in 2024. Hey, y'all. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
We're going to address that Happy New Year.
You know, Hanukkah, you know,
Thanksgiving, Christmas,
Kwanzaa,
all that.
Thanksgiving had happened as well.
Had some good food.
Christmas and junk. So, yeah. Happy Merry Holiday Christmas.
We missed all the holiday seasons. Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas. We missed all. Hopefully y'all had a great Halloween. Y'all kids was dressed up real cute. Hopefully y'all had some good food on Thanksgiving, spending time with your family. Hopefully you exchanged and received nice gifts. And if you didn't get any gifts for Christmas, it's not about the gifts. It's about the reason for the season, which is Jesus Christ. If you're religious, if you're not, hopefully you just spent time with family and it was a great time.
I say, irregardless, the season is about the spirit of giving and being with your loved ones.
Absolutely.
No matter what religion you practice.
Absolutely. So now we're in the new year.
But but let's go back to gifts for a second. I'm not a person that needs to have a gift to receive a gift. I like to give gifts.
True.
Oh, Jesus. I hope you guys did not hear that.
I did. It was loud.
But if you're going to give the gift, I am the type of person that will quietly feel some type of way. It's like, I gave you this and then you gave me that. You know what I'm saying?
If their gift that they gave you isn't of a high quality like your gift?
Yeah. Like, let's say I gave you you know how thoughtful I am with my gifts. I gave you my nice, thoughtful gift. And you gave me just a random pair of socks. Like, it's random. Like, the socks aren't thoughtful. Like,
just like, oh, I bought you these.
Yeah, like my godson, he got me socks for Christmas, but they're Law and Order socks. He knows I watch Law and Order all the time.
All day. I come over anytime her TV is stuck on SVU, Law and Order all day. So
either that or murder.
Mysteries, yeah.
or true crime.
Yeah.
Or food. But you know, it's thoughtful. It's God, mommy likes to watch Law and Order. These socks are great. It's like I give you something really thoughtful, and then you give me something random. It's like
you didn't put any thought into this.
Yeah,
you just saw someone like, let me get her something.
It's like you didn't have to give me the gift,
right?
Like I'm good on that. You don't have to give me the gift. I like to give the gifts to people.
But if you're gonna give me something,
but if you're going to
know me enough,
at least put some thought into it.
Know me enough to know what I like.
At least put some thought into it.
Yeah, like I'm a comfort gift giver. That is one thing I just reside in. I love being comfortable. I love being warm. I love being toasty. I love soft fabrics. So I like being bundled up in a comfy space. So I give that to people when I give them gifts. If it's fuzzy socks, if it's a nice blanket, if it's, a warm throw cover or something like that, nice little pillow. It's just comfort items. So that's generally what I do. But that's what I give to people if I don't really know anything about them. It's just a special thing. Because I know you.
Unless
I know
it's
stuff
special.
like.
Unless this blanket says something like the
best friend blanket.
Best friend blanket.
Yeah.
Me. Unless it says something, she's not giving it to me because she's not get hot.
Yeah, she don't like a whole bunch of extra layers and
like
stuff.
Socks are cool. I do like my feet get cold, but the rest of me gets hot.
Tank tops and shorts or sweatpants is what she mostly wears. So I'm not gonna get her anything heavy and warm. Right, sweatshirt. I don't give her anything thick and warm to wear. No, but other people, if I don't know what they like, what's their favorite color? That is the first thing I'll say. What's your favorite color? Blue. Bet. I already know what to get you. Socks, scarf, blanket. Everybody loves it especially when it's cold outside. So no, those are just automatic gifts to give. But yeah, if you know enough about a person, you can think enough thoughtfully to get them something. So I do want to put you on Front Street because I got you a gift. And I was expecting an emotional response.
Yeah, I don't know who you thought she was going to
get. And I didn't get it. And I was recording her and everything like, oh, I'm going to catch it. I
don't know who she thought she was getting
I caught
She must have forgot
nothing.
Who I was for a second.
It was a beautiful gift. And
I love
nothing.
It. And it means a lot
I saw my mama and everything.
Sitting right
I said,
there.
She's going to love this. I showed her. She was like, oh, she's going to love that. I was like, I know I'm going to get her. Every year I'm trying to make her cry with a gift. I got it. Wrong. Dead wrong.
Because she forgot what she did.
Apparently I did.
I love the gift. It's literally sitting right there. I love it. I need to actually put it in my purse so it can actually be of some use and not just a show.
True.
Not just a show thing. But
yeah.
I love the gift. I don't know why she thought she was going to get some emotional response from me.
I really did.
Anybody that is
tears.
listening or watching this that actually knows me is also going to join me in being like, who did you think you was giving this gift to? Even my mom.
I've seen you tear up on something, so I'm thinking like, I'm gonna get one of those. Nope, didn't happen. What your mama say? You said.
And then once I realized you was recording me, it was dead.
Exactly. I'm like, cause you kept talking.
It was dead
to Jay, and I'm like, Jay, stop asking her for stuff so that I can have her in this moment. But because he kept asking you stuff about trying to set up his tablet, it's like it just ruined everything. My son was blocking the whole emotional moment. I messed it all up.
Once I realized the camera was on, it's dead.
Exactly. Like, you want a reaction? Oh, now I'm definitely not giving you one.
I'm definitely not about to give you one.
So rude.
If I got to strain to try not to cry, it's gonna happen.
You gonna be intentional about making sure.
You not finna catch me on camera. If you catch me on camera, I don't know the camera's there.
You could have cried for me. It's me. It's not an audience. It's me. Could have gave a tear. Corner.
I didn't. I wasn't trying not to cry in the beginning.
Whatever.
You forgot you was giving a gift to.
I did. Apparently. Thought I was gonna get the reaction I got when I got my blanket, and
which I expected from you because I know how you are.
So you said I'm a crybaby. Wow. Well. It's thug sweat coming out my eyeballs. I don't know what else you're talking about because I don't cry. So
doesn't typically
don't cry. I don't know what you're talking about. If anybody say different, they a liar. I don't cry. It's thug.
Where are you from?
Thug sweat.
Where are you from?
Portsmouth. Period. P-Town.
Say liar.
Period. Liar.
Say liar.
Liar.
Stop this right now.
I don't see the problem.
You stop this right now.
I don't see the problem. Do y'all see the problem? I don't see the problem.
Stop this right now.
I don't see the problem.
Please stop this.
What's so funny? I don't understand.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I cannot believe her.
So we're in 2024 because she's gonna keep laughing at me and I don't understand what's funny.
You're gonna continue on this path?
I just figured we just continue with the conversation. So
Cause you stalkers right now, you really remind me of that one girl from freshman year that really pissed me off.
freshman year. Oh,
That
that girl that
lived
had
next door to us.
that thick accent. Oh,
That lived next door to us.
her accent was horrible. Oh gosh. I mean, it was such a thick accent too. It was just.
It was thick.
It sounded like she was just doing
thick,
too
but I
much
also felt like she was doing too much. Like,
yeah, like
I feel like
you already out of state,
I
out
feel
of
like
town.
she
Cool,
had
but
she had the natural accent, but she also was trying to let everybody know she was from DC, and like
she just put an extra drawl on it. It's like I get how DC people, Baltimore people, Northern Virginia people have like a certain accent tone to the way they put a little extra sauce on their word.
That hold they use out like that.
No, Baltimore.
I said
Baltimore. That
that's what I said.
They drag.
No,
it.
it's you.
And that you, that you is deep.
No, they use out. Like
no shade to them, but they be deep with it. But no, this one girl, she was from DC, and she would just be like every other word was just that, and it was just like the emphasis
she also
was
had
so
her hands
much.
And
I'm like, calm down, we get it. You from up north, we got it.
We get it.
So
gosh, we don't care.
We didn't care. It was just worse than after that because it was like, okay. And anytime she would have to say something, oh hey y'all, hey girl, like yeah, stop it. But yeah. We digress. Yeah, so.
Did you want to talk about 2024 so bad? You should have nothing else you want to talk about in 2023. But we move on to 2024.
I got a new job in 2023. Shout out me. Other than that, that's it. Old job was getting a little crazy, but we done leveled up.
I wasn't going to be able
more
to
money
make it for her.
Period. It was a long commute. The work team was fine, but upper management was just like uphill, and it just got real crazy. So I was like, no, gotta go. Did a couple interviews, was looking for something for the longest, and God shuffled the board around. What was for me was for me, and
I think he did it
lined
on purpose because of course he did it on purpose, but like I think the intentionality was within the December
time frame.
Yeah, because that's when you got the other job.
True.
I think the intentionality was for it to be December.
Yeah, before I got
Christmas.
the other one. Yeah, because little backstory, it's a little weird.
Because you got that job that you left.
Within less than a year, then I got my last one. Little backstory. Had an issue with one job. Got into it with a supervisor. She was being a real word. And she pretty much hit me with the situation. Either you can leave or we're going to let you go. And I was like, I already been putting the application, so you're not scaring me. And it is what it is. I'm going to just go ahead and leave. So finished out my term, walked away from the job, no bad blood, but I ended it. And got on to the next phase. After my time was up, I had no backup plan. No job had called me saying, hey, we're going to hire you. So I was like, I don't know. And they kept saying, what you going to do? What you going to do? I don't know. How you going to pay rent? I don't know. God got it. He'll figure it out. I'll just go with it. And literally, I just had a whole bunch of crazy faith where I was just like, God's going to do it. I'm singing while your microphone is going to hit my microphone.
You know how I am. You said words that went to a song, so I did.
So my crazy faith led to just say, God's got it. He going to take care of it. I don't have to know. I'm going to just go wherever he sent me. Go whatever happens. Literally, if my last day was that Friday, I was unemployed that Monday. But that following Tuesday, that next week, I got a call from my job and they said, hey, we want to, hire you. And I'd already done like 3 or 4 interviews with this group because I was doing marketing for them. So they took that job very seriously. They wanted me to talk to multiple managers. So I went through all these interviews with this one job. And I'm like, if I don't get this job after 4 interviews, it's crazy. got the job, got the call that Tuesday, and I was like, I was only unemployed for one day. God, you working. So started the job. Job was going great. Manager started tripping. I said, whoa, he's crazy. Okay. So I immediately felt like, yeah, God, I appreciate you getting me out of that crazy boat. And you got me into like a nice little lily pad. You kept me from sinking, but you jumped me from one lily pad to the next. So I appreciate the blessing. It's employment. It keeps things consistent. But this location is also a little crazy. So this got to just be a stepping stone. It can't be like a permanent space for me. So job was going good. Got me some good exposure. I had some opportunities to be on TV and do interviews, be on the radio and do interviews, be out in the community in other ways I hadn't been able to do in a while. So it was a great job, great opportunity. A lot of growth there. But I knew me butting heads with this manager was not going to be a consistent thing. So I started looking at other jobs, applying out, and applied for the job I'm currently at now. And the time frame they called me told me that I didn't get it. They gave it to another young lady because she had more experience in one particular area that I didn't. So I said, okay, that's fair. She told me during the interview, second interview, she says between you and another young lady. I said, okay, that's fair. Put in my best bid. Whatever happens, happens. Gave it to the other young lady. She took it. That was fine. I stuck in my job. I'm like, okay, well, God, whatever it is. I mean, I know you ain't gonna fail me. I just gotta sit with it and just see where you gonna send me. Like 2, maybe 3 weeks later, same manager called, said, hey, are you still interested in the so-and-so position? I said, yes. I thought it was no longer available. She said, yeah, well, it didn't really work out with her. She had this experience, but she didn't have any of the other experience, which is everything that I was qualified in. She didn't have any of that. But for whatever reason, they thought that one area outshined everything. So she called me and was like, hey, are you still interested in this? The pay is this. The time is this. Are you still open and available? And I was like, heck yeah. So I said, okay, God, I see you lining the stuff up. And I did my 2-week notice on my previous job, set everything up because I had a lot of commercials and stuff I had set up with them to do, finishing out their stuff, lined it up with them to finish that, went out gracefully, did a, letter and everything, and walked away. Mind you, this was the start date was December 4th. My start date with them leaving my previous job was December 8th. So literally on the cusp of it, but less than a year's time frame, I was making a certain amount of money at the job where the manager told me it was between me and her. It was either I leave or I got to get fired or whatever. So I was up here with money. Took a pay cut by like 12, 13,000.
It's a lot of thousands of dollars.
It was a lot of thousands of dollars. Took a nice little chunky pay cut, but it was a job still in my field. So I was like, this is the only one that they called. I got to take a job or I'm going to be homeless at this point back in my mom's house. So I'm like, okay, fine. Went from up here, landed a job. In less than that year, I'm back making the same amount that I was making up here. So I said in less than a year, that previous manager that tried to let me go didn't stop nothing. Didn't end anything. I'm trying to keep it cute.
I think I just got a revelation. Sorry.
Okay. She does this a lot, so I'm just receiving it now. What's up?
The reason that you got the other job, the job you are now,
Mm-hmm.
was because you couldn't ask for the money that you were worth at any other job with the job that you're currently working be that low.
Mm.
So you had to elevate you back up. That I already told you that the job you just left was about your growth, your experience, your exposure, all of that. That's what that really was about.
True.
And it was a money. You had money to live until he got you the next one.
Right.
So you take you down. That job was about your career development, your growth, all of that, and you were able to get all of that. So he had to get you back up.
Yeah.
So that when you go to the next job, you can say, because you can say, I'm only taking this.
Yeah.
Because you can't say that.
You can't.
And you just left something that's $20,000 less.
Yeah.
And you don't have the experience to go with it. You don't have that extra dose of experience to go with it.
Because the experience I gained at that pay cut job was literal experience I never had in any of my other marketing experience. It was marketing. It was communications, but it wasn't me
it was
on
in a
TV.
different. Yeah, it was in a different.
It wasn't me
aspect.
on the radio.
Yeah.
It wasn't me coordinating interviews with news station executives and getting, growth charts and brand management. And like, I learned at this job. Was it horrible butting heads with this manager? Yes. Was it demoralizing butting heads with this manager? Was it discriminatory? Majority of the times, yes. But sticking it out, I learned and gained and grew so much. So now that I'm in this current position, it can definitely launch me into naming my price when I want to go somewhere else.
It's obvious. It's apparently, and of course we know, is inherently not the final stop.
Absolutely.
We know that's not the final stop.
Yeah.
So that's why you had to get you back up to a place where you can say, this is what I'm this is what I would like
this is what I'm bringing.
Yeah. This is what I'm worth.
Yeah. I want nothing less than this.
Because when you go to somewhere else, if you making this much and you go to another job and say, well, I want the max of the pay range, you're like, girl, you was just making this little bit. You can take this little 5,000 more than that.
Because what I'm giving you is far greater than what you feel like. Oh, it is. No,
yeah, but business mind,
what I'm bringing,
they think in business, you was just making this little bit. We'll give you $5,000 more than that.
No,
that's not what you're worth.
No,
I gotta take you back up so that you can walk in the spaces and say,
"That's what
I'm only accepting this much. I'll go down 1,000.
That's what you get.
I'll go down 2,000.
If that, yeah, that's about it.
But that's what I'm taking.
So no, this just.
Long story short, that's what happened, and that's why. That's what happened, and I just told you why.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, 2023 ended on a good note. New job, good note. So yeah,
my 2023 just ended.
She hobbled along, but she made it across the finish line. She made it across that threshold for that new year.
It was.
She did.
I was still pretty heavy on the cane at the end of the year, so I'll go second. I mean, of course, I started out on 2 crutches, then I was on 1 crutch, and then I got to a cane. So it was levels.
And now she walking around, and since we've been setting up this whole episode, going up and down the stairs, everything, she ain't had that cane in her hand once. Been in this corner the whole time.
Yeah, no, I mean, I probably should have, but
the fact is, you didn't wobble.
That's what I'm saying. Now I don't have to have it. I should, especially if I'm already like hurting or something. I've already done a lot throughout the day. I should have it, but I'm past the part where I have to have it in order to be able to move about. I don't have to have this.
Right now it's optional. Before it was a necessity. Yeah, so we're growing.
Right now I take it if I'm going shopping. If I'm going to walk for some time, or take it with me if I don't know what's about to happen.
This ain't a one-stop shop. This might be a long one.
But today I did a lot. I probably should have had it earlier because I did probably way more than I probably should have said, which has really kind of been the story of my life, this entire recovery process. But whatever.
Doing too much. Not listening.
Whatever. We're good. 2023 for me was, God told me it was the preview to the rest of my life. So, and when I look at 2023 was the least stressful year that I've had in relation to like big stress. Like, yeah, it was stressful because I'm still in school and I'm doing a part-time and a full-time and all those things. Yeah, but as far as like big, like money woes or struggle, it was the least, like even emotional struggle, it was the least, it's the most peaceful year I've had. And I actually financially was finally at a space, honestly, from like the end of February on up, where I could be more comfortable and do things and not have to budget. So my budget changed. My budget grew. There was more money for me to have to play with versus before my budget was bills, rent, food, $50.
$50.
$50. What you want to do with it? $50 for 2 weeks. Figure it out. So
That's it.
yeah, to a point where that wasn't a thing this year. And so that can only continue. And same thing kind of goes for me. I had to, like, as far as making the money that you're worth, like God giving you the money that you're worth so that you can walk in his faces and ask for this type of money. I've been working a job for the past 3 years that should have been giving me the money that I was worth. However, it wasn't salary.
Right.
And so when things changed, so did my money. So I never saw the amount that the job told me when I got hired because there was a pandemic, and then nobody knows how to act. Everybody acts differently after this pandemic. I don't know what's wrong with these humans. And so I never saw that money until last year. I was given the opportunity to go to a salary, a supervisory and salary position, which actually gave me the money plus the money that I was supposed to have gotten plus some money. So I was able to, I'm finally making what all of my degrees say I should have been making years ago. Yeah. I'm finally making that now. So that's why I was able to kind of chill. Wasn't stressed. It's a good emotional year for me. Worked on my mental health a lot. I now know what to do, what I need to do for myself, which is why I was able to talk about that last time, even though it was extremely uncomfortable. And I had a therapy session before it. My one after it might have been a couple of weeks, but it might have been my regular schedule. But I had to prep before doing that because it's the first time I ever spoke about it to anyone outside of Crystal, my other best friend, and my therapist. So it was something that I had to prep for that and everything. So I really worked on my mental health last year. And actually this year, I'm not really working on it as much. It's like the work that has to be done. Yeah, the work that has to go into the work kind of got done. Yeah, you're pretty steady with. Yeah, the work got done last year. Now it's just about coping and continuing to be authentic and real, which is my brand. If we want to get into this, that's my brand. So I'm not going to, of course, not tell anybody about what's been going on with what goes on with my mental health, because just because I may have some problems does not mean I can't help you with yours.
Facts. Very true.
You know, we all are humans. We're all humans. We all go through things. We all have to cope with them. I learned how to cope with them in book sense and then in real life. And now I can help you.
I was her first patient.
You need to.
Years of trying to help me. She's been practicing this whole time.
Well, the thing is, a lot of people think that a lot of people are under the misconception that therapy is about a therapist telling you what to do with your life. And it's not. I'm actually just holding your hand as you do it yourself.
Well, girl, you've been holding my hand, being a crutch, lifting me up, kicking me out the bed. You've been doing a whole lot.
There was years.
You deserve overtime.
There was years that I was doing a lot more work because I didn't know what therapists did. You know, we talk about high school, college, all those years. I was just being Nnita, the friend. So I was doing extra stuff. Now, for real, I ask her who she wants.
And I'm like,
which one do you want to help you?
Therapists need to be real, talking to me.
Therapist one?
She be mean, y'all.
Do you want the friend one? Because the friend one's going to, like, go through this with you a little bit more. Well, not even that.
Therapist
Don't
really
make
don't
me
give a
sound
doggone,
heartless.
boy. She be like,
Don't make
well,
me
you need to
sound
fix
heartless.
it. Stop acting like this and da da da. I'm like, excuse me. So sorry.
That's the brand.
I mean, she
Authentic.
real, but
That's the
ouch.
brand. Authentic.
Jeez.
No chaser. That's it.
Facts.
But no, I asked if she want the friend Nnita or the therapist one. The therapist one is not going to give you that much help or advice. The therapist one is going to nudge you to make it yourself. Like, the friend is going to say, you need to do such and such because I'm sick of this.
I get both. I don't get to choose half the time. Sometimes she'll just give me whatever
sometimes I just
applies
decide,
in the
depending on
moment.
what it is.
Exactly. She'll choose for me and whatever applies in the moment. I just be like, oh, okay.
We're not doing therapy.
Like, we're not doing this. You need to get up, stop playing.
There's
do
no
this.
soft voice.
No.
There's no.
She's like, well, how does that make you feel? I've never been asked that question. All the times I've stretched out on the couch and laid across this girl's bed and just sit there talking. She's never asked me, well, how does that make you feel? Never. Type of therapist.
I've never asked that
Not
question.
even a stereotypical therapist.
I've never asked that question. Not in those exact words.
Crazy.
And I don't even know a therapist that has asked that question. That's something that the TV has made up. Because just how does that make you feel? I asked that question, but I've never used those words and that sentence together.
My point is, you don't have.
I'd be like, I'll
tone.
say like, when that happens, what do you feel? Like, I'm asking the same question, but nobody goes, how does that make you feel? That is what the TV says that we do, and that is not what we do. And it's crazy because people then come with their TV perceptions of therapy and want to sit down and have therapy and think that that's how it's going to go, and that's not how it goes. And they keep waiting for you to tell them what to do with their life, and that's not what I'm here for. I don't have the answers. You have the answers. I just have the techniques. I'm just here to help you.
I ain't Bob the Builder.
I didn't say I was building nothing. We don't fix. Can't fix. We heal.
What? I don't know what that was.
Okay. So we both reviewed our 2023. Did I say everything that I should have said about my 2023?
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. So now we're finally in 2024. So it's January. Every January, everybody likes to make vision boards and goal lists and New Year's resolutions and New Year, new me foolishness.
I hate that.
No one's ever really a new them.
Never.
Like, stop it.
Please. I hate the new year, new me. It's the same you.
It's the new year, same you.
You just might have
same
different
problems,
mindset.
probably. No,
I mean,
same
you can have
problems.
a shift if you choose, but new you, no, you
probably
same you.
The same situations, same toxic stuff, same everything. But you talking about some new year, new me. There ain't no new you.
Be real with yourself. Be
real with yourself. If you ain't gonna be real with yourself, how is anybody else supposed to be real with you?
Not nobody. Be real with yourself, please. Thank you.
So that's what everybody wants to do. So we just figured that maybe we would do some of that stuff too, as we just talk trash about it. So, but we're not saying new year, new me.
No,
it's new year, same me. Period. New tactics.
Yep. We're just gonna try stuff a different way.
Then you go on a t-shirt. New year, same me. New Texas.
I mean, we're gonna change some tax brackets.
New taxes too. Yes.
Want that?
New
Speak
taxes.
that. Claim it. Claim it.
Oh, I'm on 200% of my move. I doubled my daily move goal. Go neat. That's because I organized that storage closet today, which is why I should have used my cane going up the stairs.
Because you did too much. Doing too much. So your hip gonna be hurting now when you lay down. You're like, ooh, I did too much. Yeah, you did.
So, 2024, new year, same me, new tactics.
Yes.
You really should put that on a t-shirt or something.
We're just gonna brand it.
I'm just gonna put spoken T on the side of it. Say down here at the bottom. New year.
We got it.
Same me. Yeah.
We got it.
That's what we should do. So what is it that do you have anything in particular that you know that you want to use some new tactics on? Ha 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 ha.
He's gonna run with it, huh?
Ha ha ha.
It's gonna keep just.
That reminds me of something off the TV, like a SpongeBob episode or something.
What?
Oh,
What? I'm thinking tactics, not the laugh.
What's that? It's gonna go ahead. Move on with life.
I'm saying. Something I would have a new tactic for.
I think it's a SpongeBob episode.
You still on SpongeBob?
It's in my head. I'm trying to figure it out. Go ahead. Keep talking.
No, because you're going to keep talking out loud about SpongeBob.
I'm sorry. I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet.
No, because you real loud. I'm like, yeah, because, I think it was a SpongeBob. This is what I have to go through, y'all. She asked me a question. We figured it out, but that question triggered something for her so that she got to work through finding that answer before we move to the next segment.
No, go ahead and move. We'll never stop because I have no idea where it came from. Like, I can vividly hear it in my head. I cannot figure out where it came from. I think it was a cartoon, but I cannot. Because now I'm going in the Rugrats direction. I'm not sure if it was Rugrats. Do you remember it? Or did it trigger anything for your memory?
No.
It might be a Rugrats episode.
We're just going to claim that it was Rugrats.
I've told you to move on.
I'm engaging in conversation. I can't talk by myself.
I told you to move on. You can say something. Then I told you.
I think my new tactic for the new year would be getting more or becoming more not authentic with myself, but realizing
genuine. Is that the word you're looking for?
Not even genuine. I think more intentional.
Oh, okay. There we go.
I'd rather be more intentional with myself because in too many areas I'm taking care of myself, but not like really taking care of myself. I'm just giving myself like the bare minimum. Like, oh, you'll do your hair. It's done, but it's not like the best it could be. Oh, you're eating, but is it the best thing you could eat?
You're cheating yourself. Literally.
And I want to be more intentional about self-care. I want to be more intentional about my sleep. I want to be intentional about
your sleep.
My sleep habits are horrible.
Yeah, but we have our best conversations late at night.
I know, but we might have to have them sooner so that I can get to sleep. Because every night, I'll get home at like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and I still won't go to bed until 12:45. But still have to wake up at 5:30, 5:45.
I'm getting punished because she wants to be more intentional with her.
I'm sorry. We'll start talking back throughout the day. Because we stopped doing that.
Go ahead. Your
because we used
patterns.
to. Yes, okay. My sleep patterns, my eating habits, staying focused more. I get so sidetracked throughout the day where I'm doing my work and then some alert will pop up on my phone and then I'll grab my phone to check the alert and next thing you know, I'm in a rabbit hole of scrolling. I've wasted like 20 minutes. And I'm like, dang, I could have been getting this assignment done, focusing on this, getting that done. And that's just throughout the day, not just,
that's probably because you're cheating yourself.
That's what I'm saying.
In the other area, that's why you're so easily,
no,
I'm saying you're probably so easily distracted because you're not getting all those other things you really need: adequate sleep, good healthy habits, personal, interpersonal, like interpersonal growth. Yeah, like you're not getting that. Yeah, so your mind's going.
Yeah, I used to be in a really calm, settled mental space, and now I feel like my brain is just focusing on 12 different things. Like even at work, my job isn't difficult right now. It's pretty, I'm still in training, but it's still very standard. And it's like, I could have this thing to do, this thing to do, this thing to do, this thing to do. I'll do this. Like I'll do assignment 1 and then I'm like, oh shoot, I forgot something on assignment 3. So I'll jump to assignment 3, but I never finish assignment 1. And then I'll move to assignment 2. And like, wait, did you finish everything from assignment 1? So then in the middle of doing something for 2, I'll jump back to 1. And it's like my brain won't stay focused and get one thing done before jumping to something else and then jumping to something else.
Focus vitamins?
No. I thought you were going to say some focus exercises, but I mean, I'm open to try different things.
If you can't stay focused enough to do an assignment, you're not going to stay focused enough to do no meditation and grounding.
I mean, I probably would
You're not
if I
gonna be
had like the
able
music to stay in one
like,
space.
you're not gonna be
My brain
If
would
your
probably jump to
brain
something
is
else.
jumping around, then you're not gonna be able.
It would definitely jump to
not right
something else.
now. Not right now.
No.
A little bit later.
Yeah.
Once you've gotten yourself
mature.
together a little bit more,
I gotta mature in the
then
focus.
yeah, you'll be able to use those things to calm yourself. But right now, you need something.
Because but that's just one area of me wanting to do more for myself. But just like overall me and pouring back into me. Because I pour into my son, I pour into my family, I pour into my friendships, I pour into my relationship. And it's like I give in all these areas, and then I'm left depleted. And even my boyfriend is saying, like, you don't do enough for you. And I'm like, I don't. But I don't know how. Because I'm so used to just showing up that I don't not show up. So I have to, and I don't want to be selfish about it either, because I feel like that will come across as selfish. So that's the new thing I'm trying to work on, being intentional about my needs and focusing on stuff about me too. So yeah.
Care is selfish.
Yeah.
But it's necessary.
Yeah.
It's a necessary selfish.
I'm learning that because I try to
because
be so much.
Sometimes you need to just say, I'm not going. Like, you be like, I gotta go to this game. Yo, be alright.
I feel so many hats and so many shoes for so many people. It's hard necessary.
to not. You can't.
Yeah.
Keep pouring your cup into all the others. You keep giving everybody else some drink.
I be parched, dehydrated, and thirsty. Now, some people, and that's not to say that
and
some
you're
people
not
don't
going.
pour back
but
into
the thing
me,
is, you're not going. You're not going back to the well. You go to the well, you fill it up, and then like it's got filled up a long time ago, and then you go pouring, and then you just sitting with an empty cup. Now on Sunday you go get a little, but that's not gonna fill it up because it's just Sunday. Just and then you pour it out some more. Now you pouring out this. It was already only a fourth full, and then you poured it out some more. So you just walking around with an empty cup. You gotta fill it up.
Yeah.
You gotta go back to the well. You gotta really go to the well and fill it up.
Yeah. Why are you trying to preach right now?
It's your well, bro. So it's selfish. Mine. My well.
That's real. Y'all see why I keep her around? That's why I keep her around.
I don't often sound like I have everything together, but I don't.
But in the times that you do.
No, I often sound like I have everything together. I sound like it a lot. Don't let what comes out of my mouth and what my brain produces fool you. I do not have it together. I don't have 100% together.
But that would be my thing. Oh, the door said I'm fighting back.
Yeah, so
that
leads me. We're gonna go back into with this little sidebar. That leads me into we are in a new space.
Yes. Sorry, we forgot to mention that. We just started talking to y'all in a whole new area.
Which is why
we gotta we're working on logistics and learning how to move.
It's a little tighter, you know?
Yeah.
But I think it's okay. I like it.
Not bad.
I like the aesthetic. I like the closer up little
it's intimate.
Yeah, it's more intimate. You know. Maybe we'll spring for some better looking chairs. You know? Maybe.
It's the first try round.
We're working on some things to elevate the podcast. That will hopefully come down the pike in 2024. Yes. Yeah, as far as I don't expect this to be the last new set change that you guys see. We're also thinking of hiring some production. You know, we'll
paid
love
favors
token.
and hugs.
No, some love tokens. Not pay. Love token. In church, they give a love token.
Love offerings. Yes. Token of love. Here you go.
But we are looking into, you know, adding some people to the team, and getting a more steady space with more equipment and whatever. So we are going to expand in 2024. Those are things that
is
are
a Spoken T goal.
Those are things. Yes, those are goals that we are going to accomplish as Spoken T in 2024 is to make those additions to our team and get a solidified space.
Brandable items.
Brandable
That's
items.
a thing coming up.
Brandable items. Get more into our branding.
Pretty glad.
Getting more into our branding and like actually being in a place, ongoing. Like I said, expanding our team, getting a more we look pretty professional now, but you know, a more elevated, and
more polished, clean cut
look, which will also make it easier on us to actually record.
Because baby, if you could see the setup, if you could see how much we have to cut out of editing, because
we have to press record and then sit down,
and then check the visual to make sure it looks right, and then sit back down, and then
because right now this is a team of us. We do all of this ourselves. Everything. We do everything ourselves. So that's where we're trying to expand the team this year and all of that. So that all happened because I hit my arm. All right, so let's
see, how did we get there?
Welcome
I knew we had to talk about it. Welcome to her brain.
Welcome to Nnita Land. I'm so glad you made it. It's so fun here. It's so fun here.
It's so confusing in here. We were going left, and then somehow a flight of stairs just popped up. It's so confusing. So we went up the stairs, and then we made a right down the hallway.
It's fun here.
And then it was a slide. So we went down the slide into a swirl.
This is the best place to be, Nnita Land.
You don't know where you're going, but you end up liking it when you get there.
And there's some great stops along the way. All right. So, my 2024.
Yes. What are your new tactics for 2024?
My new tactics for 2024. I don't have any.
I don't have any. I was not expecting that. Not you setting up all this lead to ask me mine, and then I don't have any. So proud. You were so proud.
I don't have any new tactics. I learned all my new tactics last year. I don't have any new tactics. See, it doesn't take you much to cry.
Shut up.
I was just laughing just as hard as her, and I ain't wiping a tear. I have to cry. I mean, I have to laugh real bad. Like, my stomach got to be hurting.
Mine are immediate. I squint my eyes too hard. Tears.
No, but like,
you learned them all last year, or implemented them last year?
I learned them last year. Now it's time to implement them.
Okay.
You know, I started implementing them because I was learning them, so it's like practicing them. Now it's time to really like just walk forward using those new tactics. For me, because like I already learned the tactics, there's different goals I want to meet this year with those tactics. Like, I started my dissertation phase of my PhD program last fall, winter. I think it was the winter quarter. But, which, you know, I didn't really realize until I got into this world that that's something that that people say congratulations to.
What?
When you get to your dissertation.
That's a big step.
Because in my mind, it's just school, and I'm still in it. So people are like, congratulations, and like that's like a milestone and stuff. And, like, I also have limited experience with it. Like, you know, I will be the second PhD in my family, and the first just got his PhD, received his PhD 22.
Yeah, about to say last year,
so
but it wasn't
we're both like
new in it.
Yeah, this is both of our first experiences, you know, really experiencing what it's like to be a PhD student and all of that. We don't have many people in our family that go on to levels and levels of higher education like we have. We try to get the younger generations to do that like we did, but we don't come from a family that necessarily does all of that continues like that. So we'll be the two people. Right now he's by himself, so he gets all of the
Spotlight.
weight. No, not spotlight. Weight. He gets all the weight of being the only doctor in the family, and his family and our family acting like he can cure them. I'm like, it's PhD. My cousin does research. He does it very well. He is going to he's going to find more treatments and stuff for things that are plaguing our community. However, he cannot help you if your blood pressure is low. Go to the ER. Like, go to the ER. So anyway, so I just realized that was something that you really did. Congratulate 4 weeks to your dissertation. Mm-hmm. So everybody's been congratulating me every time I say I'm in my dissertation. I'm just like, oh, thank you. So I started that last year. So my goal for this year, the goal is to finish in 2025 to walk across the stage. So this year I have to finish my literature review and my proposal. And at least start my actual study process. So it's a lot of work. So I gotta use a lot of them tactics that I just learned to get towards that. And then career-wise, we're on the cusp, not multiple cusp, just one cusp of new things in that. I don't know exactly where I'm going today with my career, like with what I may, move when I move. But I know, I don't know exactly the direction that's happening just because some things aren't finalized yet. But I know we're on the cusp of moving to something great with that. Okay. Is that it? I want to keep losing weight. It's wild. These last 20 pounds are holding on for dear life. So I'd like to get them off. And we are going to New Orleans this year for my birthday. That is happening.
Yes.
That is going to happen. So we have to make sure it happens. It's going to happen. That's like on the list of we're going to New Orleans. And we're going to be more intentional about. I'm speaking for her as she's not doesn't have her own mind, but we're going to be more intentional.
I probably already said this and agreed to it, so yeah.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Maybe not with these exact words, but yeah. A little bit, I made it up, but also no, okay. joking.
I'll go with it.
JK.
I'll go with it.
We are going to be more intentional about having new experiences, having more experiences. We do a lot of our list of what we have to do. Get up, go to work, do this other job, do this other job, get this assignment done, do all of that. We don't go.
We've been doing life, but we haven't been living.
We don't experience what life has to offer as much as we should.
Yeah.
So we're going to be more intentional about going out.
I agree.
And doing some things. As I bring that up, I was scrolling down my Facebook the other day. Might have been today. Maybe it was yesterday. And DL Hughley is Hughley. I got too excited about it. I was really excited.
He's coming.
DL Hughley is coming to the Funny Bone later this month, or maybe next month or something. Yeah.
Might have to go check out DL.
Yeah, I think they got a nice lineup this year from what I've been seeing.
They got a little pricey.
Chico Bean is there this weekend, which would be great, but I don't really want to pay $50 right now. in this week to go. Like, if he was coming next week or the week after,
sure,
be in there.
Pre-plan for that.
But in this week,
budget.
I don't want to go. I don't want to. Well, I don't. Not that I want to. I don't want to go. I don't want to pay the money.
No, Funny Bone has definitely gotten a lot pricier than they used to be. I'm not sure when they went up.
Everything is expensive.
I mean, everything is expensive, but even before inflation,
their
numbers was wild. Like, I wanted to go on a date night, and I was like, "Oh, I'm surprised with tickets." And I looked at the tickets. I said, "I'm gonna need him to help me with his surprise because what are we doing?"
They're $50.
I said, "Why is one table for two?
$50 a person."
Yes, it was like $115 after
it's
taxes.
It's like $45 a person.
Yes, and the taxes and everything added to it, it was like $115 total. I'm trying to surprise him. I need him to help me with the surprise for him.
That doesn't cover any drink.
You don't get no food, no drinks. That's your seat. Put your butt in that chair and look at that stage. That's all you got. You might get a courtesy cup of water. That's it. So I said, I'm gonna have to hold off on that
but would be
who surprised me
is, and I don't know, but if they don't sell the amount of tickets that they want, like the week of, like they'll go down to $25 a person. Remember the last time we went, or it might have been a time before that. I think it was the last time. Anyway, that's why we wound up going because I was scrolling and I seen it and they were for $25 and that was
the week of the show.
It was the week of the show. What? And it's like they don't have as many tickets already sold that they expect or want. They'll decrease the price.
What? Cheat code.
But then you have to already have like a babysitter lined up and stuff,
right? Last minute
to be able to just be like, ooh, let's go. So we're going to be more intentional about that.
Yeah.
And Spoken Tea is going to be intentional about recording appropriately and not leaving you guys hanging for months at a time anymore. And expanding our team and production and all of that. I think that's all my goals or things that I want to work towards. I'm still working on myself regardless. Every day, every year, everything is me continuing to grow and work on myself because we're humans and we learn through our 5 senses and they never stop unless, something happens. But we still learn through our 5 senses. Unless you lose all of them, you're still going to learn. So we always are developing and growing and changing. I never say that I'm already at the top because I'm always going to learn something new. Whether it be about myself or about someone else. AI has been really great to me. So I'm looking forward to the developments of AI. I am one of the people that are not afraid of artificial intelligence. Okay. I live for it.
I just don't like it when they use the face features and they make people look real and it's not a real person and stuff. That's the only part I don't like. But I'm
talking about the technology within itself.
Yeah,
I live for
that
the technology.
Is cool, but
think for me when I don't have to. I'm here for it.
I will Google a search something quick and like, how should I say this?
Yeah, please think for me when I don't have to. I'm completely here for it, please.
Tell me what I should say.
Now, it gets weird for me when they make the artificial intelligence into some type of creature or robot or machine. And then it's like just moving on its own because, in Sam's, there is a robot.
Is it Sam's or BJ's?
No, they each have one.
Okay, because I saw the one in BJ's.
No, the one you saw in BJ's is real creepy. But the one in Sam's is like cleaning. He's like cleaning the floor.
Yeah, mine just did inventory.
But like he know, like if you can tell somebody's in front, he'll stop, wait for you to move, and then keep going. Like he doesn't have a face or anything, which thank God. But it's creepy because it was just like ghost riding her whip around the Sam's Club, and I was like, is anybody else seeing this? This thing is moving, nobody's in it, and like that was a lot. And then also last year I went to that Mexican restaurant. The newer Mexican restaurant. Oh, yeah. And the robot brought my food out and it was talking. It was weird. But the one you saw at BJ's was wild. No, the one I saw at BJ's, me and my coworker were getting some stuff and supplies for a meeting at work. And we
we're just walking down the aisle, and this like 6 foot tall, skinny, rectangular thing is just rolling around the floor. And I'm like, what is that? What is that? And we look, honey, it had a little square window, like a computer looking face, but it was like little eyeballs and a digitized smile. And it was just moving around, and it was just going aisle to aisle, and it would just make scans, I guess, of whatever is inventorying the shelf. And it was just moving around. And when somebody walked past, it would stop and say, please go, or something like that. And then you say hi.
Get out my way.
Like letting you know, like, oh, I'm gonna wait for you to go. So he was just like, and then it would go, or the person would go, and then it would just keep moving. But it had so many sensors around the base of it. It had sensors on the side, had like a digital stream on the side. It was too crazy. I just stopped and recorded it. And then when it saw us recording it, it came near where we were, and it just stood there. And I'm like, okay. And then my coworker said hi, and it said hello, and it kept going. I said, oh, this thing talks. So at that point, I see it. This is
but that's something we're gonna have to get used to, because it's definitely coming. It's
gonna be a thing.
They told us for so many years that we were gonna get there.
Now we're slowly approaching that.
I mean, it's probably gonna take another 15 years before we get a robot in our home. But it's a little bit creepy.
Well, we already have them. Got this little vacuum robots.
Yeah, but he was just
that's the small stage.
I'm talking about like our robot. My man's was
just like a full-on human-sized robot doing things for
like
you.
He was in the house, bro. Like,
but we've already got the reliance of, if I say her name, she gonna talk.
Remember, she can whisper too.
Oh, you're right. So the one with an A, and then Google Home. Any of those?
You got one of them around here?
No, I just didn't know if one of those.
Oh no, because no, because
she responds to.
If you say that, she'd be like, "I think you." No, Siri.
Don't say her name. She gonna start popping up too.
Oh, that one did.
Oh, you're right.
On my phone. I was talking to my Amazon thing, and I'm trying not to say her name because she's gonna start talking. She's right over there. She's so nosy. And
but you see how you're talking about her like she's a person? We've grown that.
But I always do that.
No, but that's the thing. We've grown that comfort with talking to a digitized or robotic thing that speaks back, responds back, gets us back. So we're already comfortable with that space. So when we do drift into that area, it'll already be a norm. Yeah, but it'll be like, not you just calling her she, but just in general, we're comfortable saying, hey, whatever. Tell me this. Hey, whatever. We're talking and engaging. So when we get to that next phase where we have a robot walking through the house,
I have my Apple Watch on, and I was talking to my Amazon thing, and Siri decides to come up and say, I think you were trying to call me or something like that. Like,
no, I said who I said.
I wasn't talking to you. Like, mind your business. I was talking to who I said.
What I said.
But anyway, we digress. It's 2024. What are you going to do? How are you going to be the new year, same me, new tactics? What are your new tactics to get you through 2024?
Yes.
What are you changing about yourself or elevating within yourself that's going to get you through this year? Let us know. Put it in the comments, messages in our DMs on IG or Facebook or whatever. Let us know what it is that you are working on, so we can all hold each other accountable.
Yes.
To use these new tactics in 2024. Remember, the slogan for this year is New Year, Same Me, New Tactics. That wasn't the end.
I know. I was just smiling at the camera.
She's smiling at me like we was done. Like, what?
No, I just agreed with you. I liked it.
That's the.
Just agreeing right now.
We were this close to a really nice ending.
We were. So around it.
This close. So, let us know. And that is all we have today.
Yeah.
We are going to come back at you next month with something new. We promise.
That sounded so bad. We promise. Now we got to really commit and produce.
Because
but no,
we are going to back. We're going to get back on our twice a month releases as we are supposed to.
Yes.
before we take our season break, and then we'll come back with the second season.
Do we deserve a season break?
We don't deserve it,
but we gonna take it anyway.
Well, we don't deserve it, but it should be done just so we don't have this ongoing one first season of Spoken Tea.
That's true.
It might not be as long as other people do just because we don't really deserve it, but we need to take a break so that it'll be season 2. So we'll be back with you in February. Thank you for listening to our ramblings. Guys. As always, we love you, and we'll see you next time. Bye.